What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Imagination. And today, due to PTCGO continuing to not working for me, I'm going to take this new approach, and there's a bunch of new cards we've seen from Sun Moon 3. Also, I know decks from Seattle have come out, so maybe we'll do videos on those too. So from now on, I'm just going to take a look at some new cards from these sets. So, first off, today we're not going to be looking at Galissa projects, but we'll be looking at Guzma. Guzma, probably a really good card to come out, and we're going to actually be doing ninjas to rate this. You're either going to get one ninja, makes you pretty bad, two ninjas, something to hold on to, three ninjas, goes in the binder, four ninjas, gets sleeved up, five ninjas, is right in on the deck list. So, let's start over with Guzma today. Guzma, if you don't know, the bad guy in Pokemon Sun and Moon, kind of like Lysander in the past. So basically, if you remember, Lysander would basically switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. Then switch your, so that's what Lysander would do. But now Guzma, also a bad guy in the Sun and Moon game, switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. Then switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. So it's basically an escape rope, except you get to choose your opponent. Which is really good. Because we do have Lysander going out of format, that means we're not going to have something that could just freely bring something up, either than Lycanroc or Pokemon Catcher if you flip a heads. So it's a lot better now that we're going to have a card like Guzma that can basically be a Lysander, also switching. Now, sometimes this is a bad thing. I see some people replacing this with Olympia. That's okay, but let's say that was your Olympia. You would switch your Pokemon, but your opponent will also have to switch theirs, which can sometimes be a bad thing. Sometimes you just want them to stay in the active. Other times, if you're losing mainly the Lysander effect of it, which you should be, mainly using the Lysander effect of it, you should have a way to retreat or another attacker on your bench, because then you're basically just switching your opponent's active Pokemon while you have to switch yours out of your main attacker. So, sometime it could be cool, but this is definitely going to be a good card. It's going to at least be play as a 1 to 2 of in each deck. It's going to have to be tested for situation proof. Like, how much is it actually helpful to get that Lysander while you can still, like, do what you need to do on that Pokemon? How useful is it? So, it will be an interesting card to look at, but it will definitely be a good card, and that's why this one is going to be written on the deck list, especially post-rotation. So this one, 5 ninja card right here, Guzma. It's a 5 ninja card. So this is the first card you're looking at. We're going to look at 2 cards around each day. So Guzma, 5 ninja card. It also pairs very well with Galissapod, but we're going to talk about, why don't we talk about Kiawe. Kiawe, Sun Moon 3. Actually, I should probably do Galissapod. Let's see if I could find that direct when it doesn't look like we're going to find it. Anyways, Kiawe, Sun Moon 3. We're looking at 2 supporters today. So we are looking at Guzma, really strong card. Kiawe, trainer supporter. He's burning hot. He's one of the trial leaders in the Pokemon game, if you played it. Search your deck for 4 fire energy and attach them to one of your Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. Your turn ends. Now, we can look at this in multiple ways. Obviously, this card's great. You can attach 4 energy freely to one of your Pokemon. Your turn does end, but if you hit this turn 1, that could be insanely good. Now, that does make this quite a good card right now, as we are seeing a lot of Tapu Lele. So as long as you draw an Ultra Ball, or Tapu Lele, or a Kiawe itself, you can get a Tapu Lele, bench it, and grab a Kiawe, and then attach for Fire Energy. Now, seeing what this will be paired with, that's the weird thing. Now, the sad fact is that it does end your turn. The other sad fact is it has to be to one of your Pokemon. I think if you could spread your energy, this card would be amazing right off the bat. Like, this card would be definitely a card to be seen in decks. But fire decks, mostly they're not going to attack turn 1. Volcanion, you could power heat, but that's only getting 2 energy on your field. Why don't you just get 4? Let's think. That's basically the only fire deck right now. Turtonator, this is great. 4 energy on Turtonator. I use my second attack, 160, discard 2. I just attach another energy next turn, and I can still attack with that guy. So this is really good on Turtonator. Also, as you can see, Ho-Ho GX and Charizard GX. We'll talk about those in future videos, but those you could pair with. Probably not going to see a lot of play, those cards, when we get to them. But Kiawe, definitely a good inclusion of fire decks. Could be really helpful. Maybe you want to pair this guy with, maybe you could just, like, instead of playing like a Blastoise or a Rain Dancer, like Emboar back in the day, you could play Kiawe, get 4 energy. Yeah, and then Kiawe again at 4 energy on a new Flareon, and then move your energy around with your Flash Fire ability. So it could be cool. As of right now, we'd have to see it be played. So if it could be attached to any, I'd give this 5 ninjas. But because it's not that, and because we do have Tapu Lele right now, it's easy to get turn 1 support. It's going to get 4 ninjas for me. It's a 4 ninja card, a solid card. Not one of the bad trashy supporters we've had. So, Kiawe, Guzma, 2 really good cards from the set. Definitely pick them up. Both should be sleeved up. Kiawe, great in fire decks, turn 1. Guzma, great in all decks. Situational, it can be helpful or worse. Anyways, these 2 cards, great cards. Definitely go get them as soon as the set comes out. We got 5 and 4 ninjas, so both should be in a sleeve for me. Anyways, try to get some more content up. Try to take a look at some decks. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm